delayed getting on the Zoom. I had a fire drill in the office, and I'm just running back in right now. Okay, so we're up to Sicha Yud Beis and Sichos HaRan. It's a little bit long, but it's also straightforward, and Bezras Hashem will get through the whole thing today. Elu harotzim lios anashim kesherim v'lichnos b'avodas Hashem. Those who want to be people who are kosher, want to be good, we want to do the right thing. We want to enter into avodas Hashem. We want to move through avodas Hashem. And as a result of that, we find ourselves experiencing confusion and obstacles and difficulties. And we find ourselves in a position where we're not able to, figure out what to do. We can't give ourselves the advice that we need. We can't figure out the direction that we should take because of how difficult and challenging and confusing it all is. And it seems oftentimes that everything that we want to do in avodas Hashem, all the spiritual growth we want to achieve, it's very difficult for us to do it properly. We'll see later on. Part of it has to do with the fact that we're trying to do it properly, and properly is really a function of our own idea of what is proper under the circumstances. Da shezeh ba'atzmo shehem misyagaim lahotim lasos eza avoda o lakadesh atzmo be'eza kedusha. This in and of itself, that it's very difficult, and we're toiling and we're trying and we're working in order to make some kind of progress and accomplish some kind of good thing, some kind of holy thing. Eza avoda, eza kedusha. And we're trying even though we're not able to accomplish. We're not able to do the thing we're supposed to do the way we think we're supposed to do it. This in and of itself that we're struggling and that we're trying to do, even though we are not doing, this is an aspect, a sense, a facet of the idea of what it means to bring a korban. In the sense of the pasuk of Tehillim that says, Ki elecha haragnu kol hayom, we find ourselves killed towards you or for your sake every day. We're killing ourselves for you. Nechshavnu kitzon tavcha, like sheep to the slaughter. V'isa b'tikunim, Tikkun Zohar says about this, shezeh b'chinas tefillah, this refers to tefillah. This is a sense of tefillah, she b'chinas korbanos, which is avoda, which is korban. Korbanos involves a sense of, it involves in a very literal, physical sense, the death of the animal that you're bringing as a korban. Typically, not every korban is an animal, but typically a korban involves an animal and involves the death of that animal. And we're killing ourselves here. We're killing ourselves the way we see that korbanos are just being slaughtered. And that's tefillah, that's avoda, we're trying. Hainu kisharotzim lispalu, you're trying to daven, ve'in manicham oso, mevalvolin oso, bekama mine bulbulim. You're trying to daven, but they don't let you. Ve'in manichin oso, it's not allowing you to do it. There's no menucha in it. It's not giving you a rest. It's not allowing it to fall into place. It's confusing you with all sorts of confusions and distractions. And you need to work very, very hard while you're davening. And then, if you're working hard and you're trying and you're pushing forward and you're killing yourself for it, right? Killing yourself not in an absolute way, God forbid, but killing yourself in a relative sense, right? Every little bit of myself that I give to the challenge that I'm trying to achieve, every little bit of work, every little bit of effort that I expend when it's hard, a little bit of me is expended in that process. So then, even if you're not zoch, even if you're not lucky enough the davening comes out good. It doesn't come out good. I struggle through the whole davening and it never clicks. I try to do this or that. I try to do this mitzvah, that mitzvah. I try to learn this. I try to accomplish that. I try to grow in this way, control this midah, improve that midah. But it's not working. Afal pi kain hayegia ba'atzma shemiyageya atzma b'chol kocho. This effort itself, the effort that you're expending with all of your strength, the moser nafsho, and you're giving up of yourself, l'spal karoi, trying to daven properly, trying to do the good thing that you're trying to do, trying to improve the way you're trying to improve and grow the way you're trying to grow. That effort in and of itself, zeh ba'atzma hu bechinas korbanos. That effort is the korban. The korban isn't the accomplishment. The korban is the effort. Bechinas kielecha haragnu. In the sense of we're killing ourselves for you, like a korban. And the same is true for all korbanos. The Tikkun Zohar applies this to tefillah, but Rabbi Nachman says this applies to everything. Everything that a person is trying to do to sanctify, to elevate, to grow, to improve themselves. Even though you're not lucky enough, you don't have the luck that it works out. You didn't succeed. Nevertheless, the work itself, and the challenge, the pain, the suffering, the difficulty, and the confusion and the uncertainty and the doubts, that you have mizeh, from this work, from this effort, from this attempt to achieve this goal, because you want the chafetz and you desire l'kadesh atzmo, to sanctify yourself, to grow, but you're not being allowed to get there. Things outside of your control are preventing you from getting there. Circumstances are preventing you from getting there. The things that lie outside of your bechira, you do what you got to do, and whether it works out or not is out of your hands. That is not allowing you to achieve. That's not allowing you to accomplish and reach the goal. That in and of itself, that experience in and of itself, is an aspect of korbanos. It's a frustrating and maddening experience trying to do the right thing and the right thing not working out. Trying as hard as you can. I'm finally trying to do the right thing. I finally decided I'm going to daven. I finally decided I'm going to learn. I'm finally decided I'm going to improve my relationship with my spouse. I finally decided I'm going to improve my relationship with my kid. I'm going to give more tzedakah. I'm going to improve this and correct that. I'm doing the right. I decided that's a big step in and of itself. I'm going to do the right thing. And as soon as I decide to do the right thing, everything is getting in my way. And I'm not getting there. Despite all of my efforts, that experience in and of itself is a korban. Al Kain, and therefore he continues, Al ha'adam la'asos es shelo tamid. What does a person need to do? What should we focus on? Al ha'adam la'asos es shelo tamid. Do what you got to do. You do you. Always focus on doing what you need to be doing. Liyageya atzmo, to push yourself, ba'avodas Hashem, to push yourself in the whatever spiritual improvement, whatever avodas Hashem, whatever enhancement and growth you're working on, push yourself in that. B'chol masha yachol, in whatever way you're able to. Not more than you're able to. Wherever we find ourselves, the goal is always to take one further step beyond where we currently are. The goal is not to jump many steps and to take on too much and to do too much. That's what we call riboy or, and we're not ready for it yet. We don't have the kalim for it. We're trying to reflect and be kalim for too much spirituality that's really beyond our capacity to reflect that kind of light into the world, and that has bad results. Really, when we do such a thing, we are expressing a form of gaiva. When we try to jump levels, when we try to take on too much and do too much, what we're saying is that what I am and what I'm able to do and what I'm capable of right now is not good enough for me. I want to be more than that. I want to do more than that. I want to reflect more of the Shekhinah into the world. And on some level, in a superficial sense, that might look good. It looks frum. But on a deeper level, what it reflects is an inability to be mevatel oneself to where one finds oneself right now. The kalim that I have right now are the kalim HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given me right now and wants me to have right now. And I'm supposed to use those kalim as they are. to achieve what those kalim are capable of achieving on, not jumping off into crazy places, doing things that are beyond what my current kalim are capable of holding and capable of reflecting further beyond me. So you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do less than what you're supposed to do. We should always try to strive to give 100% of what we are currently capable of doing. If I'm capable of Chumash and Rashi, then I should give 100% of Chumash and Rashi. If I'm capable of Gemara, then 100% of Gemara. If I'm capable of $1 of tzedakah, I should give 100% of $1 of tzedakah with a smile and simcha. If I'm capable of $1 million, then I should give 100% of what I'm able to do. We should always be giving 100%, but not 100% of anything that's beyond the kalim that we currently have. 100% of what we have, and maybe 101. We push ourselves a little bit, one step beyond what we're currently comfortable with. That's what growth is. Growth is stepping outside of what we're comfortable with to become more comfortable with more things. The only way we become more comfortable with more things, and we talked about this earlier on when we talked about Yiras Hashem as the root and the ikar of all avoda. Growth is a function of pushing myself to be comfortable, and the only way I can be comfortable is by pushing myself beyond my comfort level. Because if it wasn't beyond my comfort level, then I'm already comfortable with it, so I'm not growing. That's what Yiras Hashem is. Yiras Hashem is pushing myself beyond my internal motivation. I'm internally motivated to daven a little bit. So I'm going to push myself to daven a little bit more than a little bit. And that is leaning into a Yiras Hashem. Why am I doing it? Not because I want to do it, but because it's important, because I respect the relationship I have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because I am in awe of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Whatever it is, I'm pushing myself to do something I'm not yet doing. There's a discomfort in that. There's a struggle that goes on in that. And sitting in that struggle is a form of korban. But you should only do b'chol ma sheyuchal, and not more. Also, what you can do, you should do. And you should do what you can do, even though it's hard. We can do hard things. We're very capable of doing hard things, and we should do the hard things because we can do them. But there are things that we can't do, and we shouldn't try to do the things that are beyond our capacity. Our capacity is what we can do, plus a little bit more, and we should try to do that. And we should do it even though it's difficult, because the difficulty in and of itself is the korban. And the difficulty, we can mistake and think that it means that we're being pushed away, that we're being rejected. And we might think that we're being rejected and we're being pushed away and we're being frustrated by things outside of our control, and the things that are outside of our control are in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's control, and that means HaKadosh Baruch Hu's telling me, I don't want this from you, I don't want you doing this, I don't want to let you accomplish the thing that you're trying to accomplish. And it could be that's true, because the thing that I'm supposed to accomplish right now may not be the thing itself. It may not be davening for an hour. It may not be giving X amount of tzedakah. It may not be fixing this midah. That might not be what my role is right now. Perhaps my role is to work through my inability to get there. The avoda right now is to work on the difficulty and the confusion and the menios and the pain and the challenge and the hard work, and to work through that. That's my goal. My goal is to lift weights right now. My goal is not to actually successfully lift the weight. My goal is to try to lift the weight. That's my avoda right now. Al ha'adam lasos es shelo tamid. Every moment, every single moment, at every point, right? I'm supposed to do what's in front of me right now, what I'm capable of right now. Right now, I'm trying to lift the barbell. Whether it'll get over my head or not is irrelevant, because my goal right now is to try to lift. My goal right now is to try to grow, to work on growing, to face the challenges that go along with growing. Whether I actually grow or not is out of my hands, and maybe I succeed and maybe I don't succeed. But inherently, by trying to grow, I am succeeding, because that is the avoda that's in front of me right now. The avoda in front of me right now is not the success, it is the effort. And we have to appreciate that the goal is oftentimes the effort, not the success. And we should recalibrate and try to recalibrate our sense of what it means that I'm supposed to be doing. Don't look at accomplishment external. Don't look at what other people are doing. That's also external, and it has nothing to do with me and what's appropriate for me. What we should look at is what I'm capable of at this moment. What can I do? What work can I do? How hard can I work on something, and work on it? And if I'm working on it and pushing myself to work on it within the capacity of my ability to handle it. And then that work in and of itself is a form of growth because that work is the avoda that's in front of me at this moment. And even though I don't achieve something that I think I'm supposed to be achieving, nevertheless, my job is to do what I can do because that is actually the avoda. I have a fantasy and an illusion in my head about what my avoda is. I'm supposed to accomplish this. I'm supposed to accomplish this thing in ruchnius, this thing in kedusha, this thing in spiritual growth. But that's not really what I'm supposed to do. That thing is not here right now. That's not what I'm able. What I'm able to do is what I am doing and what is in front of me. Vashem hatov be'enav yasa, and then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will do what's right for him. Whether I succeed, whether I move a step, whether it takes me a long time to move a step, whether I ever succeed in the goal, whether things outside of myself put me on a different path than what I expected. Hashem hatov be'enav yasa, Hashem will do what He's going to do, and that's good. And I'm going to do what's in front of me because that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is placing in front of me right now. And if I'm doing that, I'm definitely and absolutely achieving. I'm not missing the mark. I'm not missing out. I'm not failing. I'm achieving something different than what I set myself out to achieve. Have a good day.